Hello, low ego action heroes. This is Debbie Levitt from DeltaCX.com, and a question I get from time to time is, how do I make non-UX work from my past look like UX work so I can try to get my first job? I've had people say, well, I've designed custom jewelry and I'm going to call that UX because I cared about my customers. I thought about them. I had to design jewelry for them. I've had people tell me that their work in marketing should be called UX because they surveyed people, and that must be the same as UX research. I've had people tell me that they've built some WordPress websites or they did some graphic design or a logo for somebody, so that must be UX. Can we call any of these UX? Well, it's interesting. I think the answer is in the question. None of these are UX. And so if you're trying to take something that isn't already called UX or CX and call it that, you might have the answer to your question. And my question back to you is, if you called these CX or UX, would you be lying or would you be fudging the truth a little bit? And then we have to imagine, because we love CX and UX, we have to imagine what are the possible outcomes of saying your jewelry design business really was UX or your marketing survey work really was UX, which I would say it's not. So here's your big chance to practice being good at predicting possible outcomes. So let's say you've got a job interview, and now I say, great, that was UX. Tell me about the UX process that you used in your jewelry making or marketing surveying or WordPress building. Do you have an answer? Do you have a good answer? Will I be impressed by your answer? Or will I immediately think, nope, sounds like they're trying to pass off non-UX work as UX. So in short, if you have to manipulate old work to pretend it's UX work, you might not be ready for a UX job, and maybe for two reasons. One, you might not yet have a strong, real example, something in your portfolio, a project, real work, sample work that's going to show a fantastic user-centered design or human-centered design process. And number two, if you are lying, if you are fudging, that does not fly in this profession. It just doesn't. Yes, some people get away with it. Some people entered the profession on lies, but that is not the dominant experience. Most of the seniors and managers and UX leaders you know now didn't get into it by fudging, lying, or faking it until they making it. So liars and fudgers don't last very long in UX, so I would like to gently nudge you away from that sort of thing, because red flag when someone figures it out. Now what do we think of you? So on that note, thanks for your question, and I hope this helped. And won't you please subscribe here on YouTube and ring that bell so you know when we're live and releasing more of these videos, and empathize with the like button so that the YouTube algorithm knows you kind of like this. Thanks, and see you in the next video.